Talented greatness.
Hey everyone, this is Kyle the Bigfoot Machado. New UFC signee. I'm fighting November 18. So check it out. My interview with Moment Touch Greatness podcast, Vancouver boy, and let's go.
So how is Ibby across the street at the New Edge Alliance? I believe that's the full name. New Edge is across the street. How is he helping with your training? I see you in the video as always.
Yeah, so since last camp, we started working with Coach Ibe from New Edge Alliance. It's been good work for me. Like some a little bit more specifics in terms of weight training and conditioning. So everything's based and prepared to help and support how I'm supposed to move in the fight. So it's not just about lifting heavy weights and try to bulk up. It's not about fighting. It's not about looking good. It's about hitting hard. So I think we got a good coach in EB, and he's definitely some great asset that we had on the team from the last couple of months, and it's helping a lot.
I know it. He's got a bunch of good fighters and wrestlers over there with a couple people that I've interviewed, Lupi being one of them. She's awesome. And then also Josh Kostiak, or Kowalski, sorry.
Yeah, I know for sure. He works with a couple of local guys. He's with Felipe also in the UFC, so it's nice to have him on the team as well, and have a different kind of perspective on the kind of training. I'm very happy with the MMA training that I have with Franco and everything. Like I think we have a good team, a solid team over there. And EB was a great addition to this team. Something that we were lacking on our structure from the last couple years. Like it's good to have that one-on-one look from the sort of like conditioning and strength conditioning perspective. So it was a good addition. I can't complain at all.
So now let's talk about the Contender series that you wrapped up recently. I mean, many months ago now, but the unanimous win. What was your experience like on such a big show?
I think it was a good first time experience. To be starts, like there's so much more pressure on, in my opinion, there's so much more pressure on fight on the Contender series than now with the UFC. Like I'll be fighting on the same cage, in the same venue, same probably the same time of the day, but it's just a different. It's a lot of pressure there because like everyone on the Contender series is on the doorstep of the UFC. Everyone is about to make it, and a win and a loss over there will change everything. And even if you win, you're not guaranteed. So you need to go and show, and the fight has to be good. And it's not about me. Like I got a lot of complaints about my last fight because it wasn't as a set of fighting, but it's not my fault. Like if I just keep hitting the guy and he's not moving, he's not doing anything back, there's nothing really I can do. And I understand that that's not making a fight excited, but some people can lose a contract over that or stuff like this. So with the UFC, I know I'm already in the UFC, already made it. So it's just a start. It's the beginning of a new journey without the pressure of have to start all over again. Like it's a new start, but from one new starting point, not from the beginning of the old one. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah. And how did it feel when you finally got the call and the contract for the UFC? Like,
It felt great. It was a long journey for me. I've been working with with MMA. I've been working professionally for I want to say the past 7 years and full time for the past four. The pandemic was definitely something that changed a lot. Like uh, how it would be like affect a lot how my career would go. Like we had pretty much a year and a half that we couldn't compete. I was on a good momentum with when just before the pandemic. I had won the BFL belt, so it was kind of like abrupt to stop. we had to stop the momentum. It was hard even when the MMA came back. It was hard to travel, so I couldn't get shots fights outside of Canada. I could barely go outside of Canada back in the day. So was a was a lot of like struggle to get it going, but I think right now we made it. We worked all the way there. We got the contender. We got the contender win, and I had in the back of my head, oh, like if I will my like, I still not guarantee. I won. I was excited. I was happy, but I still need to wait for the Dana call. So when he finally called me up there and said I was in UFC, it was a relief, and like I'm excited. I'll start thinking right away what's gonna be next.
Do you have anybody in mind that you wish to dream fight in the UFC?
Right now, I'm not about to pick
Yeah.
fights. I need to work my way up. I want to be champion, so whoever's holding that belt, that's who I'm looking to fight in the future. If it's gonna be John Jones, Steve Miocic, Sergey Aspinall, or whoever else are coming up and have the belt when it's my turn, that's whoever I'm looking to it. Right now, it's no names, it's just a shiny belt in front of me that I'm pursuing.